Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simple, All Subjects channel. Now, made a couple videos today. For the last several months, I've been pounding home on this thuggery in our communities that I know is sponsored by those who don't like us. And so, I've been trying to give solutions for those who don't want to be that way. For those of you who want to live that way, man, and affect innocent people and guys that's not violent, fighting guys that's violent, getting severely injured, man, you end up in prison or dead. For all the thugs that poison and corrupt and destroy the black community, and you're not gonna stop. First of all, even if you do stop, we need you to reap a little bit, like I did. I reaped. I'm reaping a little bit for some of the things I did in the past. That's no cap, no lie. Like, people reap in different ways.
In half a mile, use the left 3 lanes to turn slightly left onto I-41, I-84 East.
But for those who will change, before you do anything drastic, before you take anybody's life, I hope all goes well for you. For those who ain't gonna change, let it be death in prison. We'll need you out here. Like, we don't need you out here. Like, what are you adding? Now, this ain't gonna be my longest video because I want to talk about a little bit about music. So I'm gonna cut this one a little shorter than I probably would have. So if you want me to continue talking about what I'm gonna talk about on here, just let me know. So I want to give you, this one is entitled Several Reasons Why All These Women Talking About What a Man Gotta Be and What a Man Gotta Do are delusional, and you shouldn't listen to them. All these guys too. Listen, man, you talking about get some money. Yeah, I agree, get some money. But I don't agree with no dude going and getting money to impress women, or getting money for women who ain't doing right by them. They doing right by you, by all means, give them the world. They ain't doing right by you, don't try to impress them with money and don't get it for them. So what we gonna talk about, let's talk about some of the reasons why we shouldn't be paying attention to none of these women. And some of these things I said already, but we get new subscribers every day, so you can't hear it enough. And some of y'all need to hear it again, because after you watch videos sometimes, you know how in church people get a good sermon and they feel good about it, but then they go home and they forget, or nothing changes. Don't be that person with what you hear in this ministry, because I'm helping you. One, let's go. The first reason why you shouldn't be listening to none of these women is because a lot of these women that's saying this are hoes, were hoes, or gonna be hoes. Notice I said gonna be hoes, because a lot of women is throwing their marriages away because they listening to these guys flirt with them, but they don't realize that that's what guys do when they trying to get in them draws. So they don't understand that. And so that's why I say that's the number one reason. Because some of these women that's talking about what a man got to have. Now, keep in mind, we don't, no disrespect to any athlete, any professional athlete, but we can't count you in this equation, because you're part of the problem with your simping and your lack of knowledge, lack of wisdom, lack of know-how how to deal with these women. You part of the problem. You waste your wealth. You could have gave that to your mama. Some of these dudes could have gave that money to their mama that they spending making babies with these Instagram thoughts, man. You all your cousins that was down for you, you been stingy towards them. But then you go do that, man. That's why we can't count them, man. That's why we can't count them. So that's number one. They are hoes, they were hoes, or they gonna be hoes. So we ain't trying to hear, oh, you need to make 200,000, you need to make 100,000, you need to do this, do that. How you know I ain't at 100,000? You don't know that, and you ain't gonna know that, because it's none of your business. So if I gotta tell you how much I make, I don't need you. I don't even want you. You a gold digger. I might as well go to the strip club. I don't like strip club. I ain't been in a strip club since I was, what, 21? 22 maybe? Young. Man, these people got time to be riding behind these people that's scared or ain't got nowhere to go. So, that's number one reason why we shouldn't be listening to these women talking about what a man got to do, what a man got to be. They there to help you. That's how the Most High set it up. Anything otherwise, ain't no in between. Y'all know what I always say. There's the Most High God, and there's the devil, and it ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. So anything that y'all doing, any philosophy that y'all upholding that is contrary to what the Most High said is the devil's philosophy. And that's coming from the prophet. So that's the number one reason. Number two reason why we shouldn't be listening to, we shouldn't be striving for these 304s, these wayward broads, is because they got STDs, man. Some of y'all dudes, you begging for a headache and a wing ding ache. Oh my goodness, come on, man. You begging for some aches with these women. Y'all think, see, sex ain't always pleasure. It's pleasure when it's with the right person. A person is clean. A person with a good frequency, good vibe to them. But it can get sketchy with the itchy. You get the itching and stuff. It can get pretty rough. You can't enjoy it, man. One of my most enjoying experiences on a daily basis is taking a whiz in the toilet. It's almost like relief, for me at least, as long as I stay away from y'all, some of y'all chicks. And you dirty, excuse my language, I gotta say it this way, I apologize. You dirty dick dude. One thing I can't stand is a guy that try to have sex with every woman. Like, what's the point? You being unproductive. Man, you being unproductive. But you ever seen that dude at work that you'll be liking a woman, or you'll be thinking she like you, or even on the street, and this dude always got to put his hands on every woman and hug every woman, and have you thinking like, I don't want her, especially she messing with him. Like, I can't stand dudes like that, man. That's the ultimate simpery, trying to have sex with every woman. Man, get your few and do your do. I mean, it's like some of these dudes, they try to mess with every woman, dude. Like, everything in their sight, and they be knowing they burning, and they don't care, and they'll raw dog her, and they'll run the numbers up. Some of these guys are running the numbers up, and you can't fault them, because it's these women too. They ain't got to mess with them. These women be in competition with each other, so they mess with the same guys. And then here they come with their herpes and their HPV to the gamer dude with both parents that was raised good, trying to give it to him. That's why I don't go in none of these. Listen, don't go in these women unprotected, man. And even if your wife, if things get kind of weird with you and your wife, start wearing protection with her too. These wives be burning their husbands. Y'all think some of these domestic violence now, I don't condone it at all. So don't lie on me. But some of them be chick done sizzle dizzle. her husband's whistle. So that's the next thing. Diseases. Some of them got both of the first two. They're a hoe and they got an STD. And they'll get on the computer, on this social media and say, a man want to be with me, he got to make 200,000. Oh, it was there again, y'all. I don't call women those names. I don't see the need, but it was right there. My man got to make, you got a STD. You shouldn't even have no man. And the nerve of some of these women be knowing they burning, knowing they got slime coming out of them, to still be trying to have sex with somebody. That's just evil, man. That's evil. Shout out to the women that know they got herpes, so they turn dudes down so they won't give it to them. The next thing why these women shouldn't be talking about a man got to make that much is because most of these women is a freaking nightmare. Bring them home and watch what happens. Bring them home. They're gonna be your worst nightmare. Stop listening to these preachers. Even me, I used to say that old simpy stuff back in the day. Until I found out. I effed around and found out. Now, don't listen to older people who came up in a different time frame. You gotta go by now. How's things now? Horrible. Okay. Then you better take it slow, like a turtle. You know what I mean? And so what they do is they'll try to talk down on the dudes like me, just telling you this, but they won't answer my question. Because I done asked a couple of them, what's your body count? You talking all this stuff, what's your body count? Okay, let me show you high body count. And remember, body count is everything they did. They let somebody cuff they front and put their tongue down their throat, that's body count, especially if she had feelings for him. And she'll be curious, and she'll be trying to get back with him if she see him in Walmart or something. So let me get your number, and she gonna give it to him. Yep, your girl, your wife. So let me get your number. So 20 and under, 4 is a high body count. 21 to 30, 6 is a high body count. It's a high body count, and you can add 2 bodies times 2, each one that rocked them. I mean, just tore them off, stretched their stuff, had them screaming, moaning, this. That's like 2 or 3. That's just that person. Because that person going to be in their mind. And remember, this is more about the mental than the physical. So 6, 31 to 40, I would say 8 is a high body count. 31 to 40. You're doing too much. And we'll just say from 40 to 55, you got to give a little more, because these women definitely be searching. Little cougars. 12 is a high body count. So anybody that's over 12, especially certain ages, you done did too much. Oh, wait. Hold on. Shit. I gotta go back. You done did too much. Anything over 12, between to me, if you 25 to like 45, 12 is too much, and that includes you getting fingered. That includes like, and I'm intensifying. Excuse me. I'm intensifying all the dudes you had strong feelings for, or you called yourself being in love with, because I'm gonna do a video on that. Be careful with any woman that was in love before she met you, because most of them is using you. When they in love before they met you, they using you. You understand that, right? What you understand and make life grand. And I know I didn't get that from nobody. You know these bigger YouTubers be on smaller YouTuber stuff and trying to act like they invented stuff. I wish y'all would try to use one of my thing. I'm gonna start calling y'all out. I've been nice about it. I done put a lot of stuff out here on YouTube that people saying, including Panda Bear. You know, you gotta give people their credit when you use the stuff they say, or when you talking about something you even saw in their video. So we gonna talk about rap next, and then we're gonna get into some content by request, maybe tonight or tomorrow. So stay tuned.